We will now move on to the next problem in AS12. How would you treat the following in the accounts in accordance with AS12 government grants? Rupees 35 lakhs received from the local authority for providing medical facility to the employees. Number 2, 100 lakhs received as subsidy from the central government for setting up a unit in a notified backward area. This subsidy is in the nature of a promoter's contribution. So let's answer the first question. 35 lakhs received from the local authority for providing medical facility to the employee. So this is a grant which is revenue in nature. So this is the nature of a revenue grant. So, right? So there are two options. We can actually take it to the credit of the P&L account and show it under a heading other income. Alternatively, we can show it as a reduction from the related expense. For example, employee benefit expense. When you report that expense, you show this grant as a deduction from the expense. Okay, that is the option available. So it's a revenue grant. So alternative one, we can take it to P&L account credit and show it under other income. Number 2, alternative is show the grant as a reduction from the employee benefit expenditure. What about the second one? 100 lakhs received as subsidy from the central government for setting up a unit in a notified backward area. This subsidy is in the nature of a promoter's contribution. Just now in the earlier problem, we discussed about the accounting treatment for the promoter's contribution, right? So it should be taken to the credit of the capital reserve account, and they cannot be distributed as dividend nor taken as a deferred income, right? So let's go through the answers. 35 lakhs received from the local authority for providing medical facility to the employees is a grant received in the nature of a revenue grant. Such grants are generally presented as a credit in the P&L statement, either separately or under a generic heading called other income. Alternatively, 35 lakhs may be deducted in reporting the related expenditure, that is employee benefit expense. For the second question, promoter's contribution as per AS12, accounting for government grants, where the government grants are in the nature of a promoter's contribution, that is, they are given with reference to the total investment in an undertaking or by way of a contribution towards its total capital outlay, and no repayment is actually expected in respect thereof. The grants are treated as capital reserve, which can neither be distributed as dividend nor considered as deferred income. In the given case, the subsidy received from the central government for setting up a unit in a notified area is neither in relation to a specific asset nor in relation to a revenue. Thus, 100 lakhs should be credited to capital reserve. So same treatment as was in the earlier problem, but we need to be very specific on the language. Even though we say in one word this is should be taken to capital reserve, but how do we articulate it? We need to be very clear with the language. So it's important that you go through this video again and again so that the phrase, the important phrase of the standard gets registered in your mind. That's the end of the problem.